live. Everybody clap it up. We are live. Welcome back to another episode of the Texas Turf Podcast, where we bring you all of the best content, Texas football content. I'm a Texan fan, JM Sports Factory. Up there is Loose Takes, Dallas Cowboy fan. A lot of fun things are happening because the football season is getting closer and closer by the day. Preseason's coming back for a lot of these teams. I already had my preseason. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to ball out. It is a good time to be a fan of Texas sports. Lewis, go ahead and introduce yourself, man.
What's good, y'all? I'm Lose Takes, one of the biggest Cowboy fans there is. We still them boys this year, even though, hey, hey. So yeah, like he said, football season is not close. It's pretty much here. It's already here. August, that means football is here. Preseason, yeah, is gonna be slow, but luckily for us. I don't know about y'all, but I'm really enjoying our camp, even though like everything else in the air is terrible. But we still having a very good camp at that.
Hey, I feel that. We're having a pretty good camp as well. Everyone is looking good. There's some people that aren't looking good, and there is competition. Things are starting to, we're getting ready for the NFL season, bro. We facing Indianapolis, and I know that's going to be a fun bit. Also, another thing, I plan on going to the Texans versus Giants. I believe it's the preseason game. Plan on going there. I may even do a vlog on that game as well to see how the boys are doing. I think pretty sure that's the dress rehearsal game where you play the first half, I believe. I think the starters play the first half. So definitely very excited to see that. And let's see, blow out. I don't care if we blow out the Giants. This is a preseason game. Lost, but still, I want to see our starters look good. I want to see Stephon Diggs run routes, and I want to see if we're going to cook. So that's definitely going to be a very fun thing. I can start off with just some training camp updates. If you are a Texan fan, I can provide you, or, obviously if you're not a Texan fan, I can still provide you with some updates. So Xavier Hutchinson, it's a wide receiver of ours, and he stepped up. He's looking really good out there. He looked good in the Bears game, and he's looking good out in camp. So John Mechie, who's the guy that we expect to step up, a lot of people are saying, is he expendable? Is he like, and I don't want John Mechie to be expendable because, he has a really good story, and I want him to, shine through. It's a great plot to have, but Xavier Hutchinson balling, and our receiving room is so deep that someone got to go, right? We can't have all. So that's going to be a tough decision, and John Mechie might be the one who's looking outside. And another update is the safety position. I believe there was a rumor saying we was going to try to hit up Justin Simmons from Denver because our safeties are pretty. That's like it's an area of uncertainty because Jalen Petrie is. He had some regression last year. Just, to be honest, he had regression. The year before, he was really good his rookie season, but his second year, I don't know. And I don't know, Jimmy Ward, he injury prone, and then we have a rookie that back there, so that could definitely be a real big weakness. And
Achilles heel, yeah,
I hate that being a weakness because bad safety play, bad DB play is some of the most frustrating thing you'll ever see in your life. It is rough. So. If I need the front seven to really go and do their thing, if that's going to be the case, or Jalen Petrie got to, have some, he got to progress or something. He got to get better. But that's our update. We're going to see every team has their weakness. It looks like mine will be safety. And I mean, but you never know. Maybe Jimmy Ward play a full season, then it won't be. But I just don't trust that. He's extremely injury prone. So that is the updates on the Texans end. Now, how about y'all?
Oh, the Cowboys. Well, like I said, like coming in, the aura around Cowboys Nation is very down at the moment. Still haven't signed our guys. No moves happen, and then the Green Bay loss is still knocking, still fresh on our minds. But in the midst of all that, Cowboys fans, this has probably been the best training camp we have ever had. Funny enough, like this bad environment that they've created, pretty much no one on the team is guaranteed next year. The coaches are on 1-year deals, and I guess like that's brought out Mike McCarthy to bring out the competitive side because his job is not secure. So he's put it on everyone, all the players that, hey, that means your job is not secure, and that's going out there. They're competing every day. running back position. You talk about one of your guys that may be on the chopping block that you drafted. How about Deuce Vaughn? The depth chart just released like yesterday or today. He's looking like he's at the end of the depth chart. I don't know.
He's such a good story, man.
I know he was a good story. His son, I mean, his dad called him and before he got drafted, like as he's getting drafted, that's like it was such an emotional bit, but the running back position is just so depleted for the Dallas Cowboys, and it's actually needed for what we need to do this upcoming season. And we have too many running backs. Too many. We got Zeke that came back. We got I'm blanking on 23 Rico Dowdle. It's just too many guys. I think Freeman he just got hurt, so that may put him out the race completely. But I'm going to be wanting to see that. I'm going to be paying attention to that group this upcoming year, this preseason especially. How they doing? They're going to have very good O-linemen out there. They're going to have the rookies out there, and the rookie O-linemen are doing very good. Speaking of the rookies, Tyler Guyton had a hell of a practice. That first practice going against Micah, shutting down Micah. I haven't seen Micah, like a highlight, Micah beat him yet. He's been hurt. I mean, he's been sick these last couple of days, Tyler Guyton, so he's been missing some reps. Cooper Beebe, the snaps is an issue. Man, this hurts my heart because I really, really, really want him at center. But if he can't snap the ball, by all means, wait your turn. Please wait your turn. Wide receivers, Dak is having a damn near flawless camp, but we're still missing CeeDee Lamb. But Jalen Tolbert is ready to step up. And then we got some great wide receivers at the back end that, we got Flournoy. He just started practice this week. Jalen Cropper's having a good practice. Tyron Billy Johnson, maybe a practice squad guy. Yeah, but this defense, Cowboys fans, woo-wee, Mike Zimmer's, and he doesn't have that much talent that, Jerry and them went for him, but what he's doing more with less is amazing. He's finally using Micah Parsons' best ability, and that's his versatility. Line him up all across the field, making the offense having to really play into his will. So, yeah, and then the linebacking situation, which is our Achilles heel last year, one of probably the strongest point of our entire defense, which is crazy. It's been just 1 year. And then Kalen Carson, what can I say? Hopefully he can win that outside corner, bump Deron Bland in, and shout out Stephon Diggs, he's back.
Yeah, well, I mean Trayvon. Appreciate you mean Trayvon Diggs. I think he said Stephon Diggs.
Oh yeah, Stephon Diggs. Trayvon Diggs. That's on me.
There you go. I'm gonna help you out because they be a Texas fan. Shout out Stephon Diggs. He is here. He is back. Yes, I mean it seems like there's more excitement for you than disappointment and ill will. I feel like you're happy with your team.
I feel like we're one of the deepest teams in the NFL, but it's I'm happy, but it's man, if only they just had an ounce of why it's like a stylist being able to put together the best outfits by just going to shout out everybody who shop here at Marshalls. You're going to Marshalls, you're the best stylist, but Polo's around the corner, it's better stores around the corner that you can shop for and use your skills here to build a roster. Why not do that? Why be okay with settling for less? Because you built this team basically off this draft, and you damn near almost hit on every pick. We still got to see, but the way the practice has been going, how competitive it is, man. One or two. Imagine getting one or two key free agents this past year, and then we're looking at this team a lot differently. But yeah.
Hey, there you go. I'll tell you, we will show you our top 10 power rankings of the teams that exist. I'll say the interesting thing about this is going to be interesting. This will be one of the more interesting years, I feel like, in the history of us, of you, of me, of the podcast. If you don't know, we have hosted podcasts, Sports Factory podcast, right? And I'm gonna do it. Let me hit the flashback music. Look up in the sky. when we were back in college, I found a perfect cast of people who were all very passionate in sports and had different sports, like different cities. You know, Denver, Cleveland, and the thing is, most of them, a lot of these teams, we're all relevant. Like, you know, Houston is now relevant for sure. Like, we going into the season relevant. Dallas is relevant. You know, Cleveland, y'all, they relevant. You know, the Jets, they're relevant. Like, you have a lot of teams that, you know, who's gonna be the last man standing now, right? It's not expected. It's not okay. We already know gonna be the last man standing. Now it's like, who really got it? The thing about the Texans, for me, is that this is the most exciting season that we've had since, or not even season. Let me try again. This is the most exciting off season we've had since like 2013. But the problem is, in 2013, a lot of bad things happened. When the season actually started, it was an awful season. It was literally the worst season we've ever had. So I'm just saying, like, I'm actually a little terrified, bro, because
I was about to say, you terrified because you may crumble under expectations, like intense expectations.
Yeah, maybe, I don't know, because we had Ed Reed, we had J.J. Watt coming out for Defensive Player of the Year, Brian Cushing. We had all these like really talented players, and for some reason, it all fell apart. It was the most sad, depressing thing ever. So, bro, I'm. Do you have an example of a season that went like that for you? I'm just curious. Like, do you have an example of
that? I mean, it's pretty much every year, but not to be funny, but I don't know. Like, I just going in. I would say I was, last season, because that was technically our all-in season by their standards, because we did things we'd never done before as a front office. I think we went to go get Stephon Gilmore. I'm just blanking on all of them, but they did all these collective moves. They got rid of Kellen Moore, which I thought they would never do. Like, this is the same franchise that held on to Jason Garrett for all those 8 and 8 years, and they hired another coach and told him, "Hey, this is going to be your running mate, and you can't get rid of him." And they fired. You know, the guy was like, "Bro, you know," they fired the guy that they, you know, sprung on to Mike McCarthy. They got Jonathan Hankins. They were just going out to fill out this roster. When we got Malik Hooker, you know, like, even though he's come off injury, they did things very abnormal to like normal Cowboys way of doing things. We don't really go out in the free agency. They don't like, they have, it's our guys' philosophy. They love the draft picks, and they treat the other free agents like, my Game of Thrones term, like bastards. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like a Jon Snow. Like, they don't, they just, I don't know, it's the mentality. So it's a lot of things that fuel this philosophy, in my opinion, that I don't like. Like, I know they like our guys, the draft picks, because it's cheaper, which I hate this. Like, we the cheapest franchise in the whole league, and they're trying to win a Super Bowl the cheap way to prove it. For what?
Gotcha. I had to. Okay, that's good. I had to do some mic work. Well, actually, my mic's tripping. My mic is so stupid. My mic is tripping. I can see, because I'm looking. I'll tell you, Lewis. I'm looking at the I was trying to look at the amount, and I'm like, it's interesting. But for some reason, my mic's doing interesting things. Like, it's dropping the volume. So I know the audience may not be able to hear me because it's doing some like ghost work right now. So I'm gonna work on that. But what I want you to do in the meantime, as I work on that, is, can you please pull up the top 10 list for you and for me? And break down your top 10.
Let me see.
And let me see. Am I better? I think I should be okay. It's almost like a sacrifice. Like, I sacrificed my sounds, but my mic was doing stupid things. I'm trying. Let me see. Let's see if it does that. That's interesting. That thing, it drops on its own. That's so interesting. That thing was at 8. I'm like, dang, it's at 8. I know no one hearing a word I say, but they're like, what the heck is he talking about?
Let me see if I can.
Let me see. I want to test something. We're gonna test this here. Like, I know you won't be able to, but can you still hear this sound?
Yep.
Yep. Oh, you can hear it? Perfect.
Mhm.
That's perfect because my freaking thing was tripping. Okay, so if you hear, y'all should be able to hear me more clearly now. I think my mic was tripping. Okay, yeah, he's gonna show the top 10, and we gonna break down these top 10. I tell you, Luz, I was looking at the view count, and I'm like, bro, why my view count so low? If people can't hear me, that's why. But like, why my view count so low?
I don't know. We should be able to hear you.
No, I mean, my thing dropping to 8. Not a soul can hear me. As long as y'all hear me, back to what I was saying, because I had something to say. He gonna pull that up. I'm gonna look. Actually, no. Okay, people left, so maybe they can't hear me. Regardless, no, they can hear me.
I think you.
This
Yeah.
this is the key thing I want to say. So 2013 had a great offseason, I thought, and then it turned out to be really bad. I blame one man and one man only for that. And I talked about this with Maurice. I'm gonna look right at that camera. I'm gonna mute things because I need y'all to understand. That man was on my mind. There are 3 people that destroyed, no, 2 people that destroyed the Texans for me. 2 people. Number one, look right at that mic. Yo, you heard that?
Yep.
I want
Yep. Yep.
Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub. Matt Schaub had Arian Foster. He had Andre Johnson. He had DeAndre Hopkins. He had Owen Daniels. He had a squad. He's had a pick 6 record. That is terrible. 4 straight games with the interception or touchdown. That's tough. Number 2, who else do I blame for the Texans' downfall? I'm off of that now, right? This is the year I feel like good things should happen. And the only reason I'm saying that is because I'm telling you there's a different aura to the team. This is why we starting off with me. This is why I have this as my top 10. Let me get my, and also if you want to change the topic, donate $1. I know we had some audio issues in the beginning. It's fine. We here now. We doing our thing. So hey, if you here still, donate $1. Okay, we're gonna look at this. This is my top 10 NFL teams. I think the Chiefs are self-explanatory. I think the Baltimore Ravens. I like the Baltimore Ravens. Derrick Henry added to the squad. They just gotta like consist. They gotta not change their script at the end because I don't know. That's some plot-driven stuff. The 49ers, the Ravens are better than the 49ers. I think if the Ravens played the 49ers, they won the Super Bowl, but gonna be the Chiefs. I think the Texans are that next up there. Like they're a team that we're not in the top 3 because we're unproven at that level that they are, but we've added enough talent to where that's more respectable. The Lions, the Lions at one point, I'm not gonna lie, I thought they were gonna be in the Super Bowl. I really did. It looked like if I'll be Lions, Chiefs in the Super Bowl. I said, wow. I said, boy, plot switch up. But then no, they said no, we know who's supposed to. Yeah, they I tell you, plot real, bro, just from the fact that happened. The Packers. The Packers are a team that I think will take a really good step forward. Jordan Love. A lot of people were tripping on Jordan Love when the season started. Last year, when he had some bad games, and he had that blunder against Atlanta, they were tripping on Jordan Love, acting like he was trash. And I'm like, bro, give him some time. This is rookie season, and he's second in the NFL in touchdowns. Perfect. Dallas Cowboys. I know them boys like to trip about their team, but their team is a regular season dynamo. They will win 10 to 12 games just off of just how they exist. They face the Giants twice. That helps a lot. So they're definitely going to win. They're definitely going to win 10 to 12 games, and they'll be in the first round, and we'll see if they have plot after that. That's just like, let's see what happens after that. The Eagles were outstanding. They were. I'm saying they weren't outstanding, but they had an outstanding. Like they won a lot of games, but they had a lot of fraudulent wins. And then you were like, man, what happens when they play that team? They did in the 49ers, and then things fell off. So they had a great start, awful end, and that was the end of that. The Bengals. I think the Bengals are going to make a really good rebound. Joe Burrow, if he plays the whole season, Jamar Chase is hungry, ready to kill it. Yeah, they got beef with the Chiefs. The only team in this whole conference so far that make the Chiefs say, "Oh, okay, we facing the Bengals." Like when the Chiefs face the Bills, it's like, "Okay, let's go." They face the Ravens, okay, let's go. Face the Bengals, I don't know. Yeah, and the Jets, Aaron Rodgers, they have maybe a top 5 roster if they stay healthy and Aaron Rodgers doesn't regress out of his mind. So that's my top 10, and it'd be interesting. So that would say like that means the 49ers face the Lions in NFC and Chiefs Ravens in the AFC Championship. That'd be boring though because that already happened. Let the Texans sneak in there.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
before. That's my top 10. Okay. So that's my top 10. Lewis, what's your top 10, bro?
Okay. Oh, you want? Let me do mine. Let me do mine.
Yeah, get your top 10. Show the crowd. And if you're on here, make sure to like the video, man. Make sure to like the stream. Like I said, we had some audio issues in the beginning. Every stream we do, there's always a little issue. I tell you, Lewis, every time I do a stream, there's always a little stupid issue that pop in, but it's all good. We good. We are good now. Go ahead, Lewis. You tell me. You got us pretty high. I like that. It's good.
Let's see.
Oh, look at Mauricio. Hey, I see a super chat. That's my first super chat. Shout out to you, boy. Hey, yeah, the sound effects they working, man. We getting back. We doing some creative stuff here, man. So here we go. Here's Lewis's.
Okay. All right. So obviously, I got the Chiefs number one. If anything, if it's not the Cowboys winning the Super Bowl, it's definitely the Chiefs three-peating, in my opinion, no matter what's there. Especially with them adding Xavier Worthy. I know it's a rookie, but one word, speed. It is something they ain't had like since Tyreek Hill. If he can take that receiving core he had last year to the Super Bowl, he can take any receiving core to the Super Bowl.
You can take both of us to the Super Bowl. Huh? We the receivers. Right. You can take both of us to the Super Bowl.
You can take the Super Bowl. Like it's Patrick Mahomes. Two, I got the Ravens. Solid team, great defense. They lost a linebacker, but they didn't lose the wrong one. They kept the right one. They lost Patrick Queen. They kept Roquan Smith. They added Derrick Henry. I think that's going to be vital for them. My only questions about them is their receivers still a question mark. We'll see if who's the guy named number 4, if he can finally focus and take that next step this year. Let's see how serious he wants to take it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the Ravens because they're gonna have a solid defense. 3 is the Niners. I ain't gonna lie, I was tempted to move them down even more because they're getting ready to trade Ayuk. And I believe that the Niners are an overrated team, especially if they I believe I'm overrating the Niners right now, especially if they trade Ayuk. I don't think they're going to be as formidable. I know, like they still should still be the third team in the league, but I just don't believe in Brock Purdy enough to, take an offense without 10 weapons. If he has 10 weapons and he loses one, he has 9. I don't trust him. Like so, yeah. 4 the Texans, as you know, but they're on the rise.
Yeah,
they should win a division. They should be if the Ravens see if the Ravens can dethrone the Chiefs. I think this is their next threat, in my opinion. Because it's a threat they haven't seen yet. You know what I'm saying? Like
we the last chance.
Yeah,
we the last chance.
You always got to put your cards in like the ace in the hole or it's just the element of surprise. 5, the Packers. Pretty high on the Packers, especially people are sleeping on them, especially with them adding Josh Jacobs. I think he's an upgrade over the running back they had previously, even though he loved playing against Dallas because he feasted on this. But I just think Josh Jacobs is that 3 down, just a more dangerous back because they used to try to run that 2-back look. And then their defense is coming back. Let's see what Jordan Love is really, truly about. His receiving core, they cooked us. So, hey, let's see if they take another step. 6 is where I have us, the Cowboys. I feel like this is where we, should be. What is this? The second?
I'm sorry.
The third ranked, NFC team. Yeah, I just don't. I don't trust any other NFC team. That's not gonna get on you about because you had the Lions. Let me just go right into the Lions. I think the Lions are pretty much overrated because you got to take last year with a grain of salt. In your divisional round, you face Baker Mayfield. That's not much of a.
That wasn't. He was good though. Like he was. That's not a bad player. That was a good player.
It's still Baker Mayfield.
That's a good football player.
Seeing Baker Mayfield in the divisional round is you're not going to always see.
But they faced Matthew Stafford in the first round. Like they didn't play they placed a hot Rams team in that first round. They ain't played chump change. Like okay, you can say Baker in the second round. Okay, you should win. But in the first round, they faced the hot Rams team. Matthew Stafford was doing the thing, and what's my man? What's Puka Nacua? that boy,
He's on fire.
that man was balling, boy. That man was balling. So I mean, yo,
I mean that Rams team was flashy. It just didn't have no substance. They weren't like a team you thought they can go deep, like in my opinion. So you beating them, cool. Like because I think it was neck and neck anyway. But you beating the Buccaneers, like I'm sorry, you getting to the championship that way. I value the path. I value the path. I value the path. That's something you're not going to always see year in and year out. And then I'm not going to highly rate a team with Jared Goff as their quarterback anyway. But good old line. They should take a next step. I think their defense. I don't know if they fixed their defense problem because they lost. They lost a couple of DBs and their DB was already bad last year. So we're gonna see about that. Next is the Jets. I got the Jets higher than what you did because I think the Jets are, barring any injury, they should be, around this, range. They should be. I think they're gonna win a division. They should win a division. Because it's the Bills, Patriots, and Dolphins. Yes, I think they should win a division. They're stacked, from top to bottom. They got my boy Tyron Smith, but I just saw a report that he's already hurt again. So, let's bar the two blinks. 9, the Eagles. Been waiting to talk about y'all. I think y'all gonna have another disappointment of a season. And I know I say this every year, but I really, really mean it this year because
I got you. Keep going.
Ain't gonna lie.
Cook.
Y'all ain't gonna lie. That was a very good signing of getting Saquon Barkley. I commend you on that. But you followed it up by actually not doing anything to y'all defense. And I do mean anything. You sent Hassan Riddick away, and then you got a guy that's immediately holding out. I think what's his name? Huff, Bryce Huff. You got to pay him. Your defense, your linebacking core still questionable. You got 2 rookies from 2 picks from your DBs. Your DB room is still bad. It's a little bit better, but it's still bad. That Deshaun, what's his name? DeJohn, and then like that. Them picks are not gonna save you. And that D line is not a D line. Your front 7 is your strongest suit on the defense. Go into your offense.
Cook them.
I don't trust Jalen Hurts.
Simple enough, right?
Still don't. And you know
not
what?
This day.
You know why? This is the biggest reason why I think y'all gonna fail this year. Y'all hired the wrong coordinators. Both
He's
of them.
on fire.
Y'all hired the wrong coordinators.
Okay.
Kellen Moore sucks. Sucks. This is his 3rd job. I need his LinkedIn. I really do need his LinkedIn because I don't know. He's hitting that Doc Rivers level type of plot all in the job. He went from that. He had the number 1 offense, but he still got fired. It's a common theme here. He went to a better quarterback, because by y'all's opinion, in Justin Herbert. And all the Chargers fans was telling the Cowboys fans, Dak is Dak. Justin Herbert is much better. What did Justin Herbert do? And now he's going to Jalen Hurts? Who's better, Justin Herbert or Jalen Hurts? Maybe we'll find out this season on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z. But y'all, what? He's going to overcomplicate this offense. That's what he did with Dak. He overcomplicated the offense, having option routes on every play. That's not Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts can't. I don't want to be mean, but he can't think like that. His best year was with who? What's the coordinator name in the Colts?
Shane Steichen.
Shane Steichen simplified the hell out that damn offense for him. RPO. He said, Jalen, get your ass out there. I'll tell your ass to hand the damn ball, and I'll tell you when to throw it behind the linebacker when they come up. So, you think the answer for y'all?
Rank these teams. Tyler's Texas number 4. I'm gonna look right at that camera.
That's crazy. Dang.
Relax yourself.
That's crazy.
Hey, this ain't the stream to do that on now.
He said Tyler, Texas. Who your team? But please say your team. Please say your team. Watch your team not being on the top. the top 10.
Hey, boy, hey, you see the background now. Don't come for me. I got all the soundboards ready to cook, boy. I got everything I
Yeah,
need to cook.
for
Keep cooking,
real.
bro. I mean,
But
look,
yeah,
funny thing, you on the Eagles. You on the Eagles. I like that. You on the Eagles for a good 5 minutes. Keep going. Tell me why Eagles suck.
but yeah, like and then like your D coordinator, who they hired, the D coordinator from Vic Fangio. I
Tell
think
me.
he's just a loser. In my opinion, he couldn't.
That's the right move. I never seen nothing. That's a
He's just a
blunt.
loser. He's just a. I mean, you went from the Dolphins to the Eagles. Do you think you're upgrading defenses in forms of personnel? No, you had Jalen Ramsey. Who was your number one corner over here? Big play Slay. Like, come on now. Like, come on, bro. Let's really be serious, bro.
Let me see. I'm just saying I'm chill on the boys.
Well, who you team? You Cowboys fan?
If you chill on the I'm gonna say you are a Cowboys fan.
He's a Cowboys fan.
I don't know if you were saying I'm just saying I'm chill on the boys, meaning that you're not like fond of the Texans. You're not like overrating the Texans, or you a Cowboy. It's one of the two.
I don't think
You
you're a
go ahead and
Cowboys
clarify
fan.
that first. Yeah, I think it's the first thing I just said. You go ahead and clarify for this. And while you're here, go ahead and subscribe too. You can talk trash to me. I ain't tripping, right? You know what I'm saying? I'm not tripping. I'm here for it all. I'm here for the engagement. But I'm gonna tell you though, you keep talking trash.
Oh my god.
Okay, so you got the Eagles. I
He's an antagonist for sure. Now he had the Spider-Man. He had the Miles Morales, brother. That's crazy.
got the Prowler, boy. Don't mess with me.
He got the Prowler theme. That's exactly what the theme it is.
That's the Prowler.
Fire theme.
And you got the Bills, I assume. So the Bills are number 10. I mean, if you're still cooking the Eagles, I'm ready for the music. But if you
I mean, you can hit the SpongeBob button for the Bills because they barely hear.
Oh, so it's a fail.
That's what I'm doing. You hear that? That's me blinking twice. wink at Josh Allen. Let's see what you're gonna do this year. Let's really see it.
What's his receivers? Who are his receivers?
Keon Coleman and yeah.
No, that's the guy I drafted. No, I think I Gabe Davis no more. He left.
He left. He for the Jaguars, right? He on the Jaguars.
Yeah. So let's see who the wide receivers are. Josh Allen gonna have to. I mean, okay. So they got Keon. They got Curtis Samuel, pretty decent. I should get him in fantasy because Curtis Samuel gonna get a lot of touches. Keon Coleman and Khalil. I'm telling you, if you're in fantasy, you should probably get one of these Bills receivers. They're gonna get touched. They just gonna have to.
Hold on.
Somebody gotta get the ball.
They're gonna run. They're gonna probably run the ball 40 times. That's what they're gonna probably do.
Curtis Samuel, he can run too. That's a good W. That's a good flex. Curtis Samuel, he gonna because they gonna give him like. Nah, yeah, that's a little free advice.
Yeah, that's a good flex. Yeah, that's a good flex.
That's a good flex. I'll give you some free advice too. I said this yesterday. And looking at your top 10, I'll tell you the Cowboys, the person that you should definitely draft number 1 or number 2 is CeeDee Lamb. And it's not just simply off of CeeDee Lamb being a really good receiver. It's more that there ain't no other receiver. So if there's no other receiver, I mean, there's other receivers that he
watch out for my boy Jalen Tolbert this year. Just watch out.
He'll be cool. He get 30, 40 catches, but CeeDee Lamb gonna get 120, 130 catches just off of what must happen. So if you want someone that will get 10 catches, 110 yards, 110, 50, like he gonna be it because there's no one else to throw the ball to really. There's no real threat that I'm like, oh crap, it's a CeeDee. So that's a good number 2 pick or number 1 pick. Obviously, McCaffrey is the number 1 pick for the most part. But if you want to be different, you never know. McCaffrey got some injury stuff. He went injured last year because they had a different plot. Carolina's plot was not good. But if you go in now, now with you can it's either here or Hill, Tyreek Hill or you or CeeDee Lamb. I think that's the people I would draft first if I was if I had a top pick. But that's just free game though. What's up, Cooper?
It's Cooper. What's good?
I like how you announced stuff. It's Cooper again. I like how you announced yourself.
Go back to let's see your list. I'm trying. I think I had it's like you got the Bengals high. Well, not the Bengals. No, the Bengals are good.
Yeah, you shared it. Go ahead and share it.
I did. It's right there. You see?
Oh, you actually have it up. Okay, I thought you were just telling me. Okay, let us see.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my concern. You got the Lions really high. You overrated the hell at the Lions season. You really think the Lions are better than the Packers? You think
Yeah.
the Lions are better than the Eagles?
Yeah.
Than the
I like Dan
Jets?
Campbell. The only thing I don't like about Dan Campbell is that he go for stuff when he's not supposed to. Like he got balls, but he got too much balls. These are top 10 rosters now where they're going to finish at the end. Yeah, these are but like we had this confusion before. We got to clear some Maurice because you confused me last. We had this confusion before. Yeah. So going into this year, these are the top 10 teams going into this year, not at the end of the year. Going into the year, these are my top.
Pause.
Obviously, this could be extremely adjustable. What's up? Jets 10. Jets
Let's
have
compare like the Lions and the Packers. That's because I don't see like the Lions. Okay, O
Greg.
line
What's up, my man? What's up, my man? Greg.
was
Shout out to
good.
play for this pod. All right, what'd you say?
O line.
Yeah, he said it too. Lions have,
Um,
they have a great. What's their left tackle? Is it what? What my
Peninsula.
name?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Peninsula, and then they got a good guard too. I think they got the second best O line in the league. That's what I'm saying. O line.
Yeah, they
Running
third.
backs. Okay, you lost me at quarterback.
I take the Lions running backs. They got Montgomery and Jameer Gibbs. That's freaking dope. That's a great.
Lions running back. Receiving.
I think Jared Goff. You take Jared. Okay, so receiving. Let's go receivers. They
They
got
only
Amon-Ra
have
St. Brown.
that's all they have. Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Nah, I think they got someone else.
No, they don't.
Let me see.
Please
Who
don't
the
say
Packers?
Josh Reynolds.
Who the Packers?
They had like Dotavian Wicks. They had.
He not.
I know all them damn ones. They cooked my ass. They cooked.
I know, but I ain't gonna. Let's see. Let me look at receivers.
Look. You're sleeping on the receiving core. They have actually like they have they have the guy. They have the guy.
Donovan Peoples-Jones, Amon-Ra St. Brown. I like Amon-Ra. Amon-Ra is like top 10.
But
I don't think the Packers have anyone close. Jameson Williams, he's a good receiver.
We're rating the core though. The core as a whole.
I know, but even like, what is the? I feel like I'm taking the Lions receiver. Okay, Christian Watson, Dontavian Wicks.
Yeah, okay, Dontavian Wicks.
Amari Torre, Romeo Dobbs, who's cool. Besides Christian Watson and Romeo Dobbs and a little bit of Dontavian Wicks, like they not like blowing nobody out. Like they not like
hold on. Okay, do you play the Packers this year?
I do play the Packers. I play all the NFC North.
Remember you said this statement. That's all I gotta say. Remember, you got a safety problem. Remember, you said this statement.
I'm not saying look, they could both kill me. I think the Lions. I'm just more scared of the Lions and Amon-Ra versus the Packers. I think who got a better defense, the Packers or the Lions defense?
Packers.
Packers got a better defense.
Yeah, because the Lions DBs are questionable.
I'd say, look, okay, this is what I'm telling you. I think Green Bay and Detroit are very close. I think I give Detroit the edge because let me see. Christian Watson going to have a bounce back here. I don't know.
Yeah, I hope he does.
He can have a bounce back year, a bounce forward year. He'll never be better than Amon-Ra.
Yeah, that's what we said. Compared to Lions defense. So, like the Lions, they got a good D line. It's pretty much it. They got the guy that they drafted in the first, Aiden Hutchinson, right? Did they ever sign? Did they ever go and sign a DT?
Great. I don't know who's the best player. So who's the best? I'm not even thinking. Let me say who's the best defensive player on the Packers.
It's either their defensive tackle or
they got DJ Reader.
Yeah, DJ Reader. That's what I'm saying. They got DJ Reader and they got Jair Alexander.
No, I'm talking about the Lions. The Lions got DJ Reader.
Oh, they had these. Okay, no. The Packers got a.
That changed the game. That changed the game. That D tackle talking.
No, look at the Packers D tackle. They got. I'm blanking on his name. He's one of the top 5 D tackles in the league. He's a beast. I think he is better than DJ Reader. He's one of those guys.
DJ Reader because he was a Texan. That was a Texan, man. I miss you. My tackle got freaking suspended for 6 games. There's TJ Slayton and Kenny Clark.
Kenny Clark. Yes, that's the guy. He's like a top 5 defensive tackle.
Rashawn Gray's pretty good.
Rashawn Gary on the edge.
Preston Smith. They're good, but let me look at the DVOA. That's what DVOA is, the beautiful thing of just getting to it. Like who's better for real?
Well, they locked us up, so I don't know why you gonna show that. They DVOA is out the roof because they beat us like.
They put this all out of order. Okay, number 1 ball, number 2 San Francisco, Buffalo 3. Y'all did pretty good. 4 Dallas, 5 Kansas City, 6 Miami, 7 Detroit, 8 Cleveland, 9 Pittsburgh, 10 Jackson. Let me show my screen. Let me show y'all. Let me show y'all what I'm seeing. So I'm not like thinking I'm making up. And what DVOA is like it takes to account of it takes into account like the schedule, who you played, things of that nature. So it's as accurate as possible. So this is the total DVOA. Let me go to defense. So defense, so the negative, the further down it is, the better it is, right? So let's look at Detroit. Detroit's defense was -3. Okay. And Green Bay's was 8.2, meaning Green Bay's defense is freaking trash. And they played awful last year. Look at, and if you say, Jesse, no. Look at Philly. You know Philly defense was terrible. That thing is 11.4. DBs get cooked on a daily. This means, so what was their offense? What's their offense? Offense 13.
Cooper, like I said, I think Detroit has the second best O-line. They really have an argument for the best O-line in the league. Taylor Decker, Frank Ragnow, well, he's one of the best in this league. Penei Sewell, you got Kevin Zelter, they got Glasgow. Yeah, they got a very. That's why they be like that. Their whole MO is running. You know, they got that two-headed monster back there, David Montgomery, which is in between the tackles, and Jahmyr Gibbs, which I argued with Harrison. I said he's really the RB1 because I'm telling you, it's going to become a time when David Montgomery is going to be expendable and he's going to be getting all the carries now. And they got Sam Laporta. Their run game is top tier.
Let me tell you. I'm going to tell you real quick.
The Eagles.
We did the top 10. But we did the top 10 right now. If you look at this up here, this is off last year. And this is all the information we obviously going to have is off last year going into this year. This is what it says about all these teams. I'm going to tell you what this says about. I'm not telling all the teams. I'm just telling you the teams that the main ones that we talk about.
Hold on. Right. Actually, Cooper's right. I think because the Eagles just lost. They lost. What's in the retired? You're right. The Lions have the best O-line in the league. You're right, hands down.
Okay, well that's great. So look, if you look at Detroit, if you look at Detroit, 13% DVO offense means that they have a good offense. -3 means they have a good defense. This is a balanced football team. They rank number 5 on this. So if looking at what's Green Bay? So Green Bay, it says their offense was really, really good. It's better than Detroit's offense. Well, no, is it? No, it's a little worse. Their defense is atrocious though. This is an awful defense. If you look at your team, your the offense was cool, wasn't it was like okay. And you had a defense so pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah. Obviously, Baltimore defense.
Yeah. And that's officially like BS because you just said that the Cowboys defense. No, the Cowboys defense was bad.
-8. I think it's because like you had a guy set a pick 6 record. Like your defense, it's not just like defensive yards. It's like when you played certain teams like Washington. I know it's like Washington, but when you face like Washington and the Giants and the Panthers, like
and the Rams,
but your defense it shows your defense isn't like stupid great, but it's like it's a good defense. Like it's, and obviously let's see what's the defensive rank. I don't know if they show that. My team, they show my team just chill. I just got chill team. I was 14. My team's just chill. Yeah, like my offense,
our defensive rank, our total defense. We had a very good under Dan Quinn. Like top 5 in the league in pass defense, but the problem is we were like 22nd in run defense, and that's like until we fix that, we don't have a good defense. Because why? Because in the playoffs, what do teams do? Run the ball.
You got number 5. Number 5. This is the top 5.
Sam Laporta's future. I mean, he's gonna be one of the best. He's already what top
12. Okay.
Sam Laporta's already a top 6, top 5. I don't know. I'm putting too many people in that top 5, but he's one of the top tight ends in the league for sure.
If you go back to my list, where my list at? Let me go back to my list. If you go back to my list, all I know is this: from that list, it showed that Green Bay's defense didn't do a thing to save them. It was their offense, and their offense did run crazy against y'all. The offense is what really did the thing because Jordan Love had second most touchdowns. I'm picking the Lions, the more balanced attack of the Lions over the Packers. Then the Cowboys. I got to put the Cowboys below the Packers because the Packers do what they did to the Cowboys. And then the Eagles, I got to do that because the Eagles was just the regression was crazy. I think the Bengals are going to jump a lot of these teams. I really have a lot of high hopes. In the Bengals, it's just Joe Burrow got played a full season. But before Joe Burrow got hurt, he beat the 49ers. He lost to us because we got lit.
I don't know. I don't think the Bengals are going to make a big of a jump that you're going to think. Because
they're not going to be like I'm not saying they're not going to win like 13 games. I think they win they're going to compete with the Ravens, win 11, 12 games, make it to the second round.
I don't know because like their division is a bloodbath.
You respect Cleveland?
I respect Cleveland. I respect Baltimore. I respect Pittsburgh.
Shout out to Harrison, boy.
Like,
Shout out to Harrison. Yes, you
like,
wanted that one. Harrison. Shout out to Harrison. I get Harrison the clap for that.
their division is a
it out loud.
bloodbath. So, like, you're saying that they're gonna make it out on top? I don't know.
I don't know if they'll make it out on top, but I think they may. Okay, let me ask you this. Then. Okay, let me ask you this. What's the? Don't even tell me where they're ranked. Like, what is the playoff teams? The 7 playoff teams, the NFC and AFC. You don't have to tell me the 1 seed, 2 seed, 3 seed. Just tell me what are the 7 playoff teams in the AFC and what are the 7 playoff teams in the NFC. Yes, Jackson. We are ranking teams right here, man. And what do you say? Who's the next team you guys think is going to be brighter than the Chiefs and stop them? You already know.
We're in the wrong.
We can last hope. We can only hope.
The only hope. Yeah, we're in the wrong universe. This is Earth 616. There is no team that's gonna outshine. I'm gonna let you know right now. I got the script in my hand. Hey. The Chiefs 3-peat. They 3-peat.
Look. I'm telling you, we can't let that. They can 3 and 4. They can win 3 out of 4, bro. I'm fine with that. I just
need a 3-peat.
Look. Bro, ain't nobody got time for that. Nobody got time to see Taylor Swift kissing Travis Kelce.
Yes, they're gonna 3-peat, and then Travis Kelce's gonna retire, and that's gonna be end of the dynasty.
No, but they do this to themselves. All these teams that face the Chiefs, they do it to themselves. Like all 4 of them teams that faced and lost the Chiefs, they all do. I'm looking at that camera too. I'm looking at all y'all. The Miami Dolphins. The fact that you went in that last game against the Bills and blew that freaking thing, you were the 2 seed. You dropped to the freaking 7 seed, and that was the cold. Now you went to the coldest game in history because you being stupid like that. Yes. The Buffalo freaking Bills. They try to do a freaking fake punt with Damar Hamlin. I don't know, trying to make some type of plot, and that plot was not no plot that was going to work. They messed up many opportunities to shine. Hey, Stephon Diggs, I know you on my team now, but you did drop that pass, and that was what rhymes with pass.
Yes.
You don't. And then that man, a good field goal kicker. And I know Josh Allen, he missed some throws too. We got to get on Josh Allen. He missed some throws as well. So we're going to get on you. And then Tyler Bass, 40-something yard field goal. He missed a field goal. I say, dang, y'all just don't want to win this game today. And he faced the Ravens, Baltimore Ravens. Y'all definitely should have won that freaking game. My man Zay Flowers fumbling the ball. Not only fumbling the ball, y'all don't want to run the ball no more. Y'all been running the ball for the last 5 years.
Y'all run the ball 40 to 50 times a game. Y'all want to get you like y'all went into that Monday before the playoff game. You know what? Let's do something different. Why would you do that?
Against the Chiefs, not against the other team. Against the freaking Kansas City
Not against
Chiefs.
the Texans. Not against the who did they have a first round bye?
Right? No, they play me. They play me. The first game they played with me.
Texans, who
they ran all over me. Why did you do that when they play me?
No. You played the Browns in the first round. Who did they play in the first round?
I know. They ain't play nobody in the first round. They number 1 seed.
So you had time
I'm
to
the
think
first
about
team
it.
they played.
You had time to think about it. So you thought about it for 3 weeks. 3 weeks you said, you know what? We're gonna outthrow Lamar. You're gonna outthrow Patrick Mahomes. You're gonna do it this time.
That makes no freaking sense. You should have did that with me so I could have had a shot. But when you play them, you want to be all cute and pass the ball, and then you fail. And then we go to the 49ers in the Super Bowl, and then they don't know the overtime rules. Like they had all these times to figure out the overtime rules.
They were up. They were waxing the Chiefs by halftime. Let's not forget it.
And bro, and then we go to OT, and you don't know. Like I look at I watched that whole playoff run, and I shout out to the Chiefs, but all 4 of them teams all did it to themselves. My job is to not fall for that. Stop shooting yourself in the foot, please. When you face a main character team, I'm telling you, Lewis, I'm telling you like this. The last 2, technically the last 3 dynasties have all been the AFC. Patriots part 1, Patriots part 2, and the Chiefs. For some reason, the NFC don't get their dynasties. I got to be the one dealing with all this. I'm going to tell you this, and I want you to understand this. I'm going to tell you this. When you facing a dynasty, bro, you got to shoot. You can't shoot yourself, but you got to go for the head. You got to end it. You understand what I'm saying to you? If you play around with your food, you're going to lose. Look how the Eagles lost. Look how the 49ers lost. Look how all these teams be losing. I'm telling you, bro, you can't play with your food. I play with my food with Deshaun Watson. We up 24-0. We started playing around. We blew the game. I'm going to tell you like this. You got to
lost me. That's where you lost me. You were the food. Even when you was up 24-0, you were still the food. You talking about playing with your what they did to y'all, Jesse. You were the plate. You were on the plate. That was ridiculous.
Yeah. Hey, my man. if you're a Texas fan, you can definitely, if you're down, you can I need to do like tiers. If you're a high tier, like you can come in, you can probably just say hi or whatever. You come inside the chat, or you come in like here and say what's up. You know, we want to like integrate our fans. Well, I know you're trying to grow on YouTube too. So what I also do, I also because hey, my man right here, he's a Texan fan. He also he has a channel. So what I'll do, I'll subscribe to you as well. That's one thing I'll do. And hey, subscribe to his channel. He's trying to get 50 subscribers. Get up there. So hey, I commend the efforts, and we'll have you. Hey, we can have you on here if you want to, chat a little bit. And he says who is going to be the 7 teams that are going to be. Hey, yeah, I asked Lewis. Yeah, Lewis, go ahead.
Oh, so the NFC. So I got him here: Niners, Lions, Packers, Cowboys, Eagles, and the 2 extra teams. I am going to say. Oh, I don't want to make the wrong decision. I'm going to say I think the Bears make the playoffs. They think they sneak in for sure. And then the Falcons. And then from the AFC, Chiefs, Ravens, Texans. If the Jets stay healthy, Dolphins, Bengals, and then no, because I'm thinking like two from the AFC. Is it North with the
Yeah, so Bengals and Ravens.
You're right. I'm thinking there's going to be more than one. Who's another team?
You got the Bills, you got the Steelers, you got the Browns.
Yeah, the Browns. I'm just with the Browns in there. I think the Browns will make it. So yeah.
You talking about my rant when I was cooking all these teams being freaking stupid? See, I'm tired. You see, I be watching it too. I be watching it live, and I just be like, bro, what is happening? Like, I'm telling you, I don't think plot exists, bro. It's just like, why would you do that? I don't understand. Like, y'all are. And the thing is, here's the thing: these people are like, this is what I don't understand. I'm tell you, Lewis, I gotta talk to you, man, because but when you realize stuff like this, you get better in your head. But it's like these people are smart, right? Like you assume that and I know we say they stupid, but these NFL coaches, they spend years, decades even, focusing and studying on the game of football. They understand patterns, they understand like tendencies, they understand a lot of things because they've watched hundreds and thousands of games. So I don't understand like why in that moment, maybe it's pressure, I don't know, but why in these moments that you just tend to do this most foolish, dumb shit. Like, why do you do the most foolish things in this moment that cost you everything? Because, like, if the Ravens just ran the ball and they played their game and then they just lost, that's like, okay, they're better than us. But now you got stuff on that, like, it's like you left something on the table. Like, oh, we didn't play our game when we lost. But whose fault is that? It's not their fault. That's your fault. Why would you even do that in the first place? You see how stupid that is? I don't understand it. I'm telling you, look, Kyle Shanahan. Alex, if you want Alex, you're not on here right now. Kyle Shanahan is like Mike D'Antoni. That's a great comparison, I feel like.
Yep.
Because Kyle Shanahan got good teams. They make deep runs, and he choke, and he choke, and he
relentlessly,
choke, and he
relentlessly.
Lewis, I don't think I'm gonna tell you. I have to cook Kyle. Lewis, I don't think there's a greater choker in the sport right now. I don't think, little Alex. I'm sorry. And you might not. If you're watching this, I don't know if you watch this. I don't think there's a greater choker. I'm telling you right now. Go back to the prime time. The Falcons.
Yes.
They play the New England Patriots. He's the OC. I tell you, it's simple. Just run the ball. I know that. I'm sitting on the couch. I bet you. If I know that, I know you know that. Them boys in field goal range. You just run the ball, kill the clock. We done. That man threw the ball. They got a holding penalty. Got a sack. I'm like, bro, I don't understand what's happening right now. That doesn't make any sense. And then you look at other Super Bowls. This man, Kyle Shanahan, he blew a 10-point lead in the Super Bowl, right? He blew a 10-point lead in the first Chiefs Super Bowl. Those 2 10-point leads and a 25-point lead he blew, those are the top 3 worst choke jobs in terms of points given up in the history of the Super Bowl. It's him. It's him. He's him. That man. And look, you're a 49ers fan, you got a conference where you got it. You should beat everybody here.
every year. You damn near got the Patriots from in 2000s plot.
You got it. Like the Lions kind of scared you a little bit, but I was like, plot gonna correct itself. But then I don't know what happened. But when you play that man, that bad man, that main character, I'm telling you, things don't work. And I know, look, it's the quarterbacks too. Like Brock Purdy, he cool. You're a good quarterback, but then when you face Mahomes, you gotta be on some. Like you gotta be like your quarterback play gotta be different. I'm telling you right now, you gotta have a.
Fire!
You need to have one of them because at the end of the day, how plot gonna work, it's gonna be a late close game, and you gonna have to deliver in that fourth quarter.
No
And
lead is
Jimmy
safe.
G and Brock Purdy ain't gonna take. I'm telling you, they need people. They ain't gonna take you home, and that's okay because obviously it's not okay if you want to win a championship, but it's okay. Like you're a great team, but and they're not bad quarterback. Jimmy is now, but they're not bad. But when you facing Tom Brady,
He's on fire!
you facing Patrick Mahomes,
He's on fire!
you need Peyton Manning. You need Lamar Jackson. You need Josh Allen. You need them. You need a CJ Stroud.
Oh my god!
I am not
you
lying.
Quit the cap. I need that button. Quit the cap. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, we'll see. But like I said, all them boys, like only person who's competed really is Joe Burrow. We'll see if CJ can join that. What am I saying? I see people hating on the Commanders. I feel like they might have a okay. What do you got? Well, hey, that's like Lewis. Lewis do not like them. So
I mean, they're gonna have a solid year. They're gonna have a solid year. I think I think the Commanders might finally break the streak of us like sweeping them every year. They may get a game on us. I think they are. The defense is formidable. I hope.
I think 2 years ago they got a game on you. Then 2 years ago they got a game on you. They don't sweep you every year. They be stealing stuff. They
got the last game of the year, but that's the last game of the year. Nobody.
I think you wanted that. You wanted that at first, but you didn't because the Eagles y'all were like competing, and then you wanted it, but then you were like, okay, we don't need it no more. It was like you kind of wanted it.
It was the Eagles lost and we won. Like that only happened rarely. So you know what I'm saying, but they're gonna have they got Jaden Daniels. I'm anxious to see what. See, the thing is about Dan Quinn, he's gonna do well the first year and a half. But then after that, everyone's gonna catch up and then they're gonna be, knocking down Ben Johnson's door. So are you gonna have a brighter? He said he's the same thing. You're a Commanders fan? Let me see. Put his picture up. Is he a Commanders fan? Is that Commanders on his
another comment? Oh, he did. Okay,
yeah, same thing. No, that's what is that? The Reds?
Okay. Yeah, I mean Cincinnati
Reds.
Yeah, then see Cincinnati.
So
I mean, he can be anything he want to be. He can be anything.
Yeah, you conflicted. It's okay, but yeah, the Commanders is Commanders. Like, I don't think they're gonna get to 500 if that's what you think. That type of year, it's kind of big. It's kind of too much for a rookie, and first year coach. We'll see. They stole all our damn players. Okay.
He said, "No, I'm not that. Don't."
I'm just saying, you coping for him quite a bit, my guy.
Don't see me with that crap, man. Yo, so yeah, that's my top 10. I had to get that ran off because that's ridiculous how these people be failing themselves. And we'll see. We'll definitely see what happens as the season progresses. I think, I don't know. I think the Texans they have a weakness, but I think they're good enough to really make some noise and maybe, like I said, I mean, we all. It's like the Warriors, right? Like, somebody got to compete and nobody was competing. So we had to be the Rockets and then we had to do it our way. So, and then we lost anyways, but, but still like, I think we could definitely put out a fight and you boys, Dallas, I mean, y'all gonna win 10 games, 11 games, 12 maybe, but you gotta, it's what happens after, man. Doesn't matter at that point. You win. Cause if you win 12, if you say, man, we them boys, like, bro, like you just setting yourself up, bro. Like just stay.
If we win 12 and we beat like the two teams I'm circling, the Ravens or the Niners. Yeah.
You say, yeah, I'm gonna lose it all. All right. And then we'll see how plot happens. But yeah, for everyone who was on here, make sure to like, make sure to comment if you loved it. Hey, we had a fun time here, and you got to hear all my sounds. I got a soundboard now. So we got integrations from soundboards. We're gonna make these streams fun for you guys. Cooper, if you're not a subscriber, make sure to subscribe. Loose Takes, Jam, Sports Factory. Anyone here who is not a subscriber, make sure. I remember Boom. He started talking trash in the beginning. He said, "Who ranked these?" Yeah, very relaxed now. You're gonna get cooked. You keep playing with me. And yeah, my man here, Jackson. Yeah, definitely. I'll subscribe to the channel. You can just comment, and yeah, we can get connected if you want to do something. But yeah, definitely if you want, Lewis, if you want to subscribe to, you can check him out.
Yeah.
Check him out if you want to subscribe as well. So Man, thank you for everyone who's on here. Make sure to like for more content. Texas Turf Podcast. We're coming back to you guys next week. Hey, Cooper, shout out for subbing. Give him a big old clap for subbing to the podcast. We on the grind now, so we're gonna keep coming with the good content. Hey, we'll catch you guys.
Check out the show tomorrow, man. We got the big show tomorrow, y'all. Yeah.
We do big show, yeah. So hey, we got the Sports Factory podcast tomorrow. So.
Everybody's gonna be here. It's gonna get toxic. We're getting closer to the season. Yeah. So come rep your team for real. Come rep your team and come tell us the Browns suck.
Shout out Harrison. Man, we catch you guys on the next stream, and we